People from you are a big boy. Friend, 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 friend. I just want to be a friend. Friend, 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 friend. What was cool was in the evening the tide comes in, and so the boats were all floating here. And now in the daytime the tide has rolled out, and you can see all these boats are just sitting there. I guess waiting for the tide to come back in. That's pretty cool. So here in Folkestone, UK, and you got the cliffs of Dover way under. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool sight with the little harbor with the boats all sitting on the ground. Thought that was something to see. We're here in Folkestone, UK. And down that way is the cliffs of Dover. And yeah, pretty nice little town. Great art scene. It's a wonderful, fantastic art scene. The wind's blowing, so the audio is going to be horrible. But great, really cool art scene. Love the vibes of this small town. I definitely will be back. So Folkestone, really nice place. All right, so we're starting off here from Dover. There's the White Cliffs of Dover behind me. Heading out to Iceland. Got to go see a few places in Iceland. Then hit up Belfast, Northern Ireland, and Dublin, Ireland. On the way back to here, Dover. So it's going to be a good trip. We'll see what we can see and see what interesting things I get into. So let's do it. Goodbye, Dover. On to Iceland. It's blowing hot. But anyhow, I have just crossed into the Arctic Circle. This is the second time in life that I have crossed into the Arctic Circle. First time I was in Tromsø, Norway, to see the Northern Lights. This time I'm on a boat headed to Iceland. And now, second time in life, I've made it past the Arctic Circle. It is quite nippy and it is quite windy. I have snow and rain expected for some of this trip. So anyhow, here's to being in the Arctic Circle for the second time in my lifetime. And here we are in Iceland. Sense of scale, little boat. And we have a waterfall right there. Look at that. I think it comes from all the way up there. Of course, the cloud cover. Look at that. That's just majestic. And that's just, I think, a tiny waterfall. They got so many waterfalls here. I wish we didn't have the cloud cover. Be able to maybe see a little bit more. But yeah, something else. I can't pronounce the name of this place, but it's like Seydisfjordur or something like that. I will put the name right here. I'll put the name right here. Voila. Here's the other side, and there's the town right over there. Okay. Again, clouds are making it hard to see how high that goes up. But if you zoom in, you'll see some construction vehicles, and that'll give you a sense of scale. Check out that waterfall. Another waterfall there. Buildings for scale. So just a little bit more. Beautiful. So many little waterfalls that I'm noticing here. Here we are at the town of Seydisfjordur. You can see the blue church right here. I will hopefully be going down to check it out today. And there's supposed to be like a rainbow rock path or tiled path towards the church. One of the things about Iceland is they're very welcoming of the LGBTQTA community. I think there's a couple of letters on the end there that I have forgotten, but yes, they're very tolerant and welcoming. So I'm looking forward to seeing the hospitality and meeting some people from Iceland. Okay, just had to get some more video of the town, and just it's cleared up just a little bit. You can see a little bit higher up, but look, just wow, it's just, you know, live somewhere where you see just falling water every day. Look, all the streams of water running off. Closer view of the city. You can see over there, which I'll try to get closer, those are turf houses. If you look a little closer, if I can get a little closer, look at those. It's kind of how they built the houses. It looks like a little turf on the side. At least that's what I think that is. Could be wrong. Okay, earlier I was looking at those. I thought those was those little turf houses, but they're not. They're actually rock. And if I can get in and zoom in, I guess they're built. You can see the little steel wiring around them. I guess they're built for the landslide. Either that or to break up maybe ice. I don't know. Still pretty cool again. Okay, here is one of the main things to see in the town. It's actually probably one of the tallest structures in the town, but it's a little light blue colored church. A lot of people going to look inside. I gotta say, it's nice to see a church that's a little different than the typical white or stone, but it's a little light blue, baby blue church. But this is what's really cool about it. Walkway here, where it's a rainbow color walkway. As I mentioned earlier, Iceland is very welcoming of the LGBTQTA. I think it does an I now in the grouping the letters. But you can take a little stroll through the middle of their town. So yeah, here's their Rainbow Road. So yeah, it's just painted rocks. Walking down the main strip of this small little town on a little fjord. Alright, if you walk a little bit off the beaten path of downtown over yonder, you'll see their old hospital. It says hostel now, so I guess they've converted it into a hostel, but they still have the Red Cross symbol there. But yeah, getting closer to the little mountain here. I don't know how high that peak goes there, but you can see there's snow on there. And then over there is another waterfall. But I'm gonna go check out this local supermarket. There's one that's right off to get a poncho, but there's one right off the little Rainbow Street for all the tourists, and like a croissant was like almost $5. I was like, this is definitely, they're expecting the cruise tourists. But there's another supermarket here that I have a feeling is where the locals go, and it's only about a 500-meter walk away. So I'm gonna go check it. Well, although there is no supermarket here, so that Google pin was incorrect, but there's a stream that results from that waterfall over there. It's made its way all the way down to here. Quite lovely. I'm gonna try to see how close I can get to that. I'll go to the street ends. Well, that's about as close as I'm gonna get to that waterfall there. But something I wanted to point out is that road right there, going out of this, I guess, valley, that is the only way in and out of this place, unless you're coming in with a helo. But you can see all these little waterfalls or streams of water coming down that. I wish it was a blue sky clear day to kind of see how tall that is. And of course the little port's down that way. But yeah, something to see. It's really hard to put into scale, but yeah, you see some of the buildings gives you a little bit of sense. But yeah, one road going in and out. You got all these just beautiful waterfalls coming down the side here. Okay, I'll head back to the boat now. that beautiful countryside. Look at that house. It's just a little house right next to the water's edge. You can see the waterfall there. How beautiful is that? Wake up every day to a waterfall next to your house. And it goes up and up and up. And of course there's clouds. Can't really see. Okay, we have a lighthouse coming up here. Let's see if we can get zoomed in pretty good. I mean, I really wish I could see the peak, but I can't. I'm sure it goes pretty high up. But we got a little orange lighthouse. Should be coming into view. There it is. A little tiny dot. Right here is a little tiny dot here. Nope, nope. Finger out of the way. Refocus. That's the lighthouse. Pretty slick. Let's see how much we can zoom in on that lighthouse. Things you have to remember when you're in the Arctic Circle is that the daylight is a lot different than the rest of the world. It's 1:30 a.m. and it's there's sunlight out here, so something a little different. But yeah, it's different daylight hours. But 1:30 a.m.